Yo, welcome for another night. I took yesterday off because my back was not playing the game, but today it is. So we run through Final Fantasy 16 until that changes. See you all soon. Strockus1, thank you for the follow. Mr. Mike MTL, thank you for the follow. And Silhouette Nimiane, thank you for the follow. Yo! Thanks for dropping in. More Final Fantasy. It's been a pretty chill weekend, just chilling out with the boys, talking to the missus who's still overseas at the moment. And we have 4 more nights of finishing what's left of Final Fantasy before Armored Core 6. Hopefully that's going to be great. I haven't played one before. So it's either going to be a shit show or it's going to be good. If it's anything like a Souls game, it's going to be a shit show till I get good. You got Blasphemous 2 coming out as well. Holy shit. Goodbye Volcano High. And I'm forgetting one. Oh, how dare I. Sea of Stars. How could I forget Sea of Stars? Gotta try and get a physical for all of those. I love Blasphemous 1, that was sweet. Alright. Let's crack into it. I used the hunt board to locate. Nope. It was Guate. Payback. Nope. Payback 1. Where is that? 114 yards. That's what I was looking at. Ah. Alright, we finished in the Haradrim's office.
Told me she was building a ship.
That she is, lad. That she is.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news.
Ooh.
It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say.
Unlucky for you,
I can
mate.
straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan?
The girl in the background's like, ooh, this is shit.
Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen.
Let's do the
But
shit show.
only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Fucking fire this bloke.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough.
True.
After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. Something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean.
Oh, they're
I
lean.
reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
I'm a warrior, not a
Should be me
jeweler.
making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, asses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. You know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Good run, mate.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
Nope.
No, I don't.
You're doomed, kid. That doesn't help. I could have done it myself. The croc sandbreak. That doesn't help. Does not help one bit. Need to stop paying attention to side quests. But they're so goddamn fun.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here. But it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
True.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither.
Oh, thank you.
And you keep good company.
I suppose
Thank you
I
very
do.
much. Alright, next, deliver a star ruby to Isabel. Nine might like this game, we'll call it a Cybele.
There's talk at the glass gate.
Afternoon, fellas.
Did you hear?
I didn't, I apologise.
I want to see you.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc? It's done.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
True.
I'm beginning to see that. Goat will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
terms helped.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. The fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones.
You heard right.
Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Arthur and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. Which is where I met him. He bought passage to... oh, I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, I set up drinking Island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was... before fate stepped in. And said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first known day. And there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
Our family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face.
Fucking good on
I
him.
knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good. Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
Gotta tell the people how you feel.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Quest complete. According to Otto, Sid never once washed his goblet despite using it every day for both wine and small beer. I won't have it said that I'm a poor host. Out of the shadow. Wasn't there another? It's just there.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Side quests are the best distraction.
He cracked the crystal too.
The Penner's Mightier Trophy. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in. Judging by the droop of his jowls lately, so I'm thinking maybe it weren't just the leather, what was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. Assuming it ain't the Forge. August. Yes. Heed the request.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
True. Prioritize. Moving the heat pack. Oh, that's better.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
Ooh, don't share.
What was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single edge blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realized he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
If you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. We can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Let's.
You're looking well, Karen.
What you want? How were they?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmecian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too. Want to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself. We don't know for sure. It could have just been a trap.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm already outside, mate.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? No, no, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
Good.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
These shortcuts is badass.
Run like the wind.
Oh, there's a big boy there.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Now they're done. See you, big boy. Enemy slain.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects.
Yeah, you rude
What
prick.
should I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Radim here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike.
That's awesome.
And hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we? Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
Hey, a whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
Ah, the old
Wonder
silent
I couldn't get the
explanation.
same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Had good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade to rattle me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Yeah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone is fine. Now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I'll be working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it.
Cheers, mate.
You come and find me when you've got the materials.
Right? I will.
Quest complete. Complete. Level up. Ooh. Let's make it. If we can.
Back, are ya? St. Fornian, do you?
Bomb Ember, of course it is. Fucking course it is.
That it?
Yeah, sure is. I can't find that fucking bomb. Can't go through half the bastard anyway. Quick detour. Quick detour.
Come on.
I have a feeling I did this the other day. It didn't register. Fuck off, peasants. Nope, this is new. Please be a bomb. Bloody hell.
No need to ride from here.
Thought we got a lock and would have gotten lucky that time, but no. Why have these open spaces with nothing? Heaven Hall. What the fuck's the use of that? Right, main quest.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Ned told me she was building a ship.
Right, Clive. Astrid's. Been finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that, in those words.
She did, yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Man. I might still be able to catch her.
Tricky little gutter rat.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Cheers, dickhead.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Well, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Grim. Oh shit, no time for a yawn. A quest for assistance. My dear boy, my journey to Canberra has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavours of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt that Canverian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorised use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumour has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at your door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
See you, Gav.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me.
Hell yeah.
Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. Right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
Alright.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Well, it's not a super event as a start. Sid's legacy. The dust, long settled, little remains of the once bustling refuge many called home. Thanks to Titan, the now dead wanker.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
Fuck yeah.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
Phoenix down.
Life has a beginning and an end.
True. True.
So we must live while we have the chance. Not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
Hell yeah, brother.
May we join you?
Sam Burgess and Karen.
What a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Sweet colours. Purple.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it was never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these.
So our mission remains unchanged.
We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them.
Fuck yeah.
The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
Get in there, Gav.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goots.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh,
Bro, you're gonna fucking break that old bitch's shoulders.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length.
They've always got to break it up with someone acting like an idiot in Final Fantasy.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Not really. Spearhead.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Leighton's Cleft, a narrow pass through the otherwise impassable mountains, thought to have been torn from rock by the very gods themselves. Quite tight in the gronk. Eastern Dalmatia. Onward. Oh, that's a good title.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Thingy boy.
Good boy. Oh yeah, classic. Get cart. Mm-hmm.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Let's break their legs. pretty, isn't it? Try and break the camera and get one of those fancy photos like everyone does. Video game photographers, there's something else.
Over here!
Shankity shank. Not a good bug is a dead bug. Let's help these nerds.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to...
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
We got
I
it.
take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
100%.
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling,
Hey, you guys
he
too
ran,
afraid of walking ahead?
leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
Cowards pointing
He
fingers.
sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker. I know the work of thieves.
Not wrong.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
Don't mind a good
We've
ambush.
seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians.
Well, well, well.
What do you say?
You know your backwards
Help
ruffian
yourself?
defeaters.
Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
We will help you, young man.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along.
A little bit of flirting never went away, mate. Good on
Hoping
you.
to make a heavy purse in Bocklad. Our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just
Roger.
don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Something smells fishy, Clive. Prioritize.
I'm not sure I trust those two.
True.
But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Burn the piss out of them. Block a punch with a punch. Fuck yeah. Finest swordsman since Jon Snow.
with. Now, where's that cart?
Probably don't exist. Oh fuck.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us.
Sorry, team, just
It would be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
Sorry, team, was just messaging me mum back.
I see the Dalnecs lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least.
Alright, what do we got here? The vaults. I've already been here.
Path continues on the other side.
Well, of course it does.
This one.
Would be better if we stand close at everyone. Oh, I'm talking shit. That went well. Oh, that's badass.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls.
Reminds me of Final
So
Fantasy
let
X in
it
parts, which is definitely not a
If
bad
anyone
thing.
ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominants and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
No,
You had
just
a lot of
slavery and
stories,
racism.
didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
It's actually Zanarkand. All the old futuristic broken stuff.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Responding to my mum, guys. Meanwhile, audience chamber.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
Not before I tear it down.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule. And I can think of none.
Hey, Mr. Lawless, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in.
There is other news, Dion.
Just chilling on a Sunday night up here.
Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Couldn't stream last night. My back was pretty stuffed. Still a little bit tender, so I'm just trying to shuffle around in my seat so I can get Final Fantasy done. How about yourself?
City in storm.
How's your Sunday been?
And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The emperor whom I gladly serve.
Yeah, true, it's good.
Great Grieger.
Got to chill out when you can get it.
Flesh.
My boys are snoozing, they're back home after spending the weekend with their mum. My eldest has his birthday on Tuesday. Big week ahead. Just trying to enjoy it.
Return to your camp, Dion.
Yeah, all the body just
Ready
stops
your
yet.
forces.
That's why I've got a heat pack over there that I'm gonna
It is time to show the world
reheat up at the 2-hour mark, grab a coffee.
power of Sanbreque.
Over 30, it's almost like you need to have a daytime nap.
I find you much changed.
Yeah, something odd's going on here.
Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this?
How's the weather down south? Is it pretty good? Up here
I
is
speak my mind.
mildly chilly
And my mind
after
only.
12 at night.
Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
Ugh.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
Canker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
Bro, break your dad's legs.
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy. Sire, forgive me. This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Is something being used to control them?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
Shut up, bitch.
I have suffered worse.
Traitor.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle
Count
enough.
your blessings.
You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
I'm sorry we can't sleep our way to the top, mate.
My blood.
Oh, come on. Ruining movie time.
The buckler.
Sorry to cut you off, mate. Republican Gate, Mekith, and Elect.
Markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
For anyone lurking, I truly appreciate it. Thank you. It matters not if you wish to chat or not. I'm just stoked that there are people watching. I appreciate it.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
Yeah, we'll get away with it.
His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to joint side. His troops will increasingly battle hard.
Burn him. Nothing like a little punch to the face. Ooh, that's pretty. That's fucking huge.
They've closed the road to Randalar.
If the siege breaks, they'll need more than this to stop the Imperial legions marching on the capital.
True. Randalar, hey? Randalar.
Good girl.
Fuck, I heard Chocobo's killing it. what do we have here? And how do I get up there?
More refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Move, bro. Struth. So that's the main entrance.
Safe.
Ooh. Hell yeah. What's that look like? It's a little bit fancy, isn't it? Punching the shit out of wild dogs. Bit OP, the old Phoenix wings. Right. Guess we'll go the long way. Ugh. Mildly useless. When am I ever going to run into this giant bomb? What was the purpose of this? Mechith. Maketh no sense. Oh, that was a good one. No secrets in these little ruins. Oh, it's a little town. The Bockland markets, eh? What have we got here? Nothing. Oh, the Chocobo's having a bit of a laydown.
There are no crystals.
Oh, some rats.
We have to keep going. The crystalline dominion is our only chance.
I know.
Fucking chill out, mate.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
That then. No traders bar.
Porter for hire. Best service.
What do you think, girl?
Always got to run the circles for secrets. Ah.
Hurry, man. I must leave. Bloody cruiser caravan, scooping up all the best customers.
Porters for hire. The caravans may bleed you dry. Aldrich may drink you dry. We'll get your goods home and dry. For cheap. It's a good play on words, isn't it? Alright, where's it up there? The wheel and the crescent.
I hear the brothers found another victim. Can you believe it?
What's that? The third this month.
Pays to look around, champignons.
If our new arrivals had brought any coin.
The wheel and crescent invites all traders and travellers weary of foot, parched of throat, and light of belly to rest a while within our premises. No bearers in the snug. What? Ooh. Ooh, it could have been a secret. Sniff them out. Ooh. There you go. Aha. What have we here? Can you follow this around? And break. Nope. You're gonna jump higher, my friend. Ooh, what was that? No, that was a noise. Another sleep. Oh, it's Hedwig again. Okay. Aha.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait.
True. True. I don't need to sell. Don't need any of that. Nope. Yes.
A fine choice.
Yes.
You've a discerning eye.
Ah, thank you. No. Where's the sell one? Where's sword? Metian bonds. Where are the items in here that you can actually sell?
Thank you. You're sure you don't need it? Thank you. You're sure you don't need it?
Farewell. Out of my sight, wretch. I've no use for a branded who can't even fill my cup.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Up for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's get the fun good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Alrighty, we back. Was talking to the missus, she just woke up, mum just came over to visit, and we made a coffee and redid the heat pack, so we're good. We're good.
Taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Weird phrasing, and no. Yeah, coffees definitely helps. $2,200 at night.
You won't find anything
The plaza.
quality in Twinside.
Where'd the local map go? There's usually a HUD here. The HUD gets rid of it when you find it. Aha! There he is. Old Sam Burgess.
Ah, good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, good.
What'd you lose, mate?
Just tell us what happened.
Morning!
The trader's pass, it's gone.
Hope you're feeling well over there.
Without it,
You
we
need
won't
me
even
to
be able
car?
to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a burn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
Yep.
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know
The
where.
orphanage.
I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
Where was
You
this
two
came back
go on
from?
ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo then.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the checkpoint.
Cut a cheeky finger off.
Peaches and pears. Out of my sight, wretch.
But go fuck yourself. That's a yellow chocobo. That's a red one. There's some
Will you hire
janky
a
camera work
coach?
there.
It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Just don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
It's a weird way to spell Karen.
So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little burn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble.
That's why I didn't feel it, mate.
Honestly.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but
What do
I
you mean?
suppose that's why you came to
Mercenaries a
me,
trade?
correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Explain away.
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goops' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion goods?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly.
Of course we'll help.
Yeah, but I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Quest accepted. Prioritized. No, fulfill Eloise's request.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Jug of snake spit for the road. Caravan stops next and check.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? Less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. Should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be...
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know, then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
A shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Oh, find and question.
Come and taste my peaches. They're sweet.
I'll take the large one.
Little shit.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
The finest earthenware from the Free City. Come and taste my peaches.
No one cares about your peaches, mate. Shut up.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really.
Opening the window.
But my friend, Hansa, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been
Oh,
very
hello.
helpful.
Snake spit for the road? It'll keep you warm.
Come on, come on!
Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hansa, where are you going?
So that was Hansa, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the Chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hansa. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free.
True.
Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones.
No, let's go kill
Whatever
him.
you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
The plot thickens.
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the Cast Stones?
Vultures who have made Balklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Quest complete. To catch a thief.
Oh, where is it?
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the Carstones and we crush them. You
True.
get your trader's pass back, and I make Balklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then. Hansa, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leighton's Cleft.
To Leighton's Cleft, then.
Blood from the Stones. Prioritise.
Leighton's Cleft is to the south past the camp.
No, you better not have scared any of my bullets.
That's the...
Daddy!
There are no crystals here.
The Steps of the Forgotten.
Come on.
Oh, what? Let's kill these nerds.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
And they're dead. Ooh, close.
This one.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
Peasants.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
More nerds. Behind you. It's a funny way to unsheath an axe.
We got company. That's the lot.
Oh, right in the booty hole.
Get him.
Cock punch.
More foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
Where's the update? Oh, yeah. We're going backwards.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. And Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It'll be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Oh, they've got a big beefcake boy with them.
The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready.
Tear their hearts from their chests.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh yeah, big beef boy.
Fuck. It's that guard from Falkland. Kill him. Kill them all. Kill.
Get wrecked. Enemy slain. That's a lot of shit.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
A little bit of tinnitus. That's fantastic.
Clive, how goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goods' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Collar and compass.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots' pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted
9 million.
price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
Quest complete. Blood from the stones.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
It is, but we're 5,000 points. Meh. Oh my god, there's 3 side quests here.
Let me carry your goods.
Pardon me, but would you... That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city. And
I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Water for hire. Yes, sir.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life, made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
Can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
That is it for tonight. But I'll be back on tomorrow. We're only finishing half an hour early. Shiza. Oh, what was that? 10,000 saves. Boom. Appreciate everyone for coming in. Mr. Lawless, Lady K, everyone that's been lurking. I appreciate it. I'll cut it by half. Just rest my back before I gotta get up early for the boys for school. Pretty full calendar tomorrow. Got physio tomorrow. Oh, fantastic. It's gonna be so good. Alrighty. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. And we'll be back on tomorrow. Hell yeah. Take care of each other. Look after yourselves. Olympus out. Peace.